Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Trucking with me, Roll TV, where I continue to do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of wrong truck. This is the wrong truck for the job up here. This is my Scout truck. I hadn't seen that little Scout trailer before, so I thought, oh, I'll come up here, I'll see the Scout trailer, I'll unlock it, maybe I'll drag it down the hill, I'll see what this task is. It's a contest, maybe I'll do the contest. No! It took me forever to drag this thing up here, or to get up here so I could grab it. I actually grabbed it down a little bit farther, and it took me forever to get here, and it's terrible. Terrible way to go. I don't know what these things are doing here, but I'm getting rid of them. So, this is another point of interest that I want to get to. Oh, I was going to drag the Scout trailer down there. Yeah, that is not going to happen. Folks, that is not going to happen. I'm going to have to get a different vehicle there. So what I'm going to do is leave that Scout trailer up there, because a better truck than mine is going to have to come up here anyway to do that task. So I will leave that Scout trailer up there until I get that one there. Which means I am going to recover this vehicle. What other... Okay, that's over here. That's going to be one of the last things I find, because I'll have to get a truck over to this side, and I'm saddened that I didn't find it already. But what I will probably do is come through the other map, come out of here, and go grab that, do a bunch of tasks, including grabbing the Scout fuel carrier, and then taking it back, Scout flatbed, taking it back to the other map, to a trailer store there. Anyway, bouncing back and forth on these maps just because it's so difficult to cross. There is only one place to cross the river, and that's right here. And yet getting from over here to that spot there is pretty difficult. You cannot cross there. Even though it looks like maybe you could. Maybe you can cross there. It looks like you should be able to. I bet there is a weird backdoor way of getting over there, crossing there. There's a weird way of crossing here. This could be crossable with some vehicle. You know, I think maybe there's more ways to cross than I thought. Okay, but it's not going to happen with this vehicle. So this vehicle is going back in the garage. And I'm going to use this vehicle to try to find the other tasks and do what needs to be done. So I am here in the garage. That's the trailer store. I don't care about that now. Get rid of that. I've been there. I don't need to go there. So where are the places I need to go to unlock certain tasks? There's one here. There's one here. And there's one there. And then there's an upgrade there that actually looks like it's things I want to do in pretty much that order. So let's do them in that order. And then maybe once I get there, I can come up here, grab that trailer, do that job. But I have to get metal beams, I think, to do it. That's the wrong thing. And these you would think, oh, these look like Scout vehicle things. No, the snow and everything is so difficult, I'm going to have to use this big vehicle to get there. This is not a map for Scout vehicles. This is only a map for real manly men vehicles. So, okay. I need to get here. And I'm going to do these just in the order that they are. Because it's only Is it just 3 things? It's here, and then it's here, and it's there. Okay. So let's do these in the order that they're there. Do that thing first. This map is, I will say, unfair. I will use that word. It's unfair. Not just this map, but this whole region. Because the other map was also unfair. In that, from this map, you have no idea what you're faced with. You have to just memorize what ways are good to go and what ways are not good to go. Either that or consult an external source. Like the wiki, like MapRunner.info or something like that. And to me, that's not good game design if you have to consult an external source. Or even just, you have to memorize what roads are good and what roads are bad. And the reason I don't find that fair is just because, I mean, well, for one, what do you have a map for then? But two, do I stay? Maybe I should go down here. See, that's not, I'm gonna go the water there. Because I know this vehicle can survive a little crackly ice. I am gonna go over here though. No. And I know it won't be crackly as long as I stay on this sheet ice. So yeah, I find this map unfair. Well, I'll get close enough that or not just this map, this entire region, because the other map was also unfair. There was one task on the other map where you had to maneuver around through this abandoned warehouse, finding specific spots in the abandoned warehouse. And there was no way of knowing from the map where you could how you could actually get to these places. All you could do is guess whether you could actually get there from where you were trying to get there. And that was very frustrating. You drive up there and say, oh, because there were places that you could drive over, places that you could knock down and drive through. But it wasn't clear where those places were from the map. There was no way of knowing. There is a 3d.maprunner.info beta that will allow you to see what is actually the terrain. It doesn't use the published map that you see when you go to the map here. It uses the actual terrain. But to me, that's I want to play the game blind. You know, I want to jump into the blind and figure out where I need to go. And you can't do that unless you try to go one way and find out that road that is marked as clearly passable is not passable. Anyway, that is not the case with other expansion maps. I've watched people play other expansion maps. I'm told that Amandra is as bad, if not worse, than this map. But other than that map, most of the maps are pretty well designed. If you see what looks like a road on the overhead map, then it probably is a place where you can go, and not a place where there's going to be crackly ice that you can't pass, or rocks that you can't pass that weren't on the map, or snow that's too deep for most vehicles to go. So, and I don't know any other place that has such a maze task that says, okay, I want you to visit these 5 points of interest in this abandoned warehouse We can show you where the 5 points of interest are in the warehouse. I mean, you can make markers on them, but good luck actually getting to each of them, because it's like a coin maze. You say, oh, well, that's really close to this. It looks like I can get through that way. Nope, can't get through that way. Oh, well, can I go climb over these things there? It looks like maybe there's a ramp to climb over. Nope, can't climb over that way. How about if I try to knock down this fence? Nope, that's not the right way either. Oh wait, can I knock over this fence here? Oh yeah, that's the fence you need to knock down to get there. Congratulations. So ridiculous. I think this is how you get around here. How did I know that? I just had to remember it. It does show that there's no bridge here. So that's not unfair, but I wasn't sure how to get there. I didn't see it right, so that part was not unfair. I just didn't handle it right. And it is possible to cross the river here, but you would have no way of knowing it was possible to cross the river. But it is possible to cross the river here because you can actually zigzag around and get back over on this side. I mean, you can come here and come across here, but there's a big rock there. But there is enough non-crackly ice that if you know the way exactly, which you can only learn by heart, you can get across there. And I'm an old retired guy. I don't want to work that hard to memorize things. My days of memorizing things for school and memorizing things for my work are gone. They're past. I want to relax. This is a relaxing game for me. Some people find challenges exciting. Yeah, wait till you get to be my age. You're not going to find challenges exciting anymore. You're going to find them frustrating, because you're going to be looking at the angel of death standing around your shoulder every day, checking its watch. So, yeah, challenges are not a fun thing. You have no more goals to look forward to in life, so why give yourself challenges to try to meet your goals when, you know, there are no more goals. You're done with your goals. It's just time to relax. Anyway, it's a different perspective that most people can't understand until they get to be my age. It does give you a whole different perspective on life. The things that may have been important to you when you were young are not important at all to you when you're older. And some things that might have appealed to you when you were younger don't appeal to you at all when you're older. The number one goal when you're older is just to get enough sleep and get enough rest. And try to avoid some kind of, you know, terrible disease or whatever. Oh, this looks knee-high impossible. This scares me. YOLO! Made it. Well, now I know that's possible. Memorize that spot that I can get through it. Oh, I'll never remember it. And now I'm going to come up here and find out there's another spot I can't get over. Anyway, I never complained about anything in this game until I got to this region. If you go watch some of my other SnowRunner things, I absolutely love this game. I still do. It's probably my favorite game, but I think this region is just unfair. It requires skills that I don't have. I love the out-of-the-box thinking that's required in this game, but when it just requires remembering which path is safe to take and which path isn't, that's not fun to me. when it requires going down one path and then having to turn around, straight back around and trying a different path, and then turning straight back around and trying a different path because you don't know which is the right path. There's no way of knowing which is the right path. Part of the reason why I put the markers on the screen is so that you can follow. If you're following along at home, you can see the path I'm taking, which a lot of people that play this game, they don't put the markers on the screen. And how would you know where exactly that path is without having markers? Maybe they played the game enough they haven't memorized. They haven't memorized to the point where they don't have to use the markers for themselves. But if they're trying to teach, if they're supposedly teaching you how to play, how to navigate, then maybe they want to show the markers for your benefit. All right, the aftermath of hurricane. We had a hurricane yesterday, Iceman. It wrecked all over the place stuff. Can you drive along the route and see if it can be traversed? Yeah, sure. One, stop calling me Iceman. Two, are there places close by that I can get to? What was it called? Aftermath of a hurricane. Oh, and three, I don't think you have hurricanes in Kola Peninsula, do you? Oh, it's a bunch of places over there. And of course, there's a bunch of places over there. Well, I don't have to get to here again to trigger that. It's a bunch of places over. Well, these are not easy places actually to get from. I can actually get there easiest from here. The easiest place to get to here, which means I can get there from the garage. From the garage, I can come down here, along here, over here. And then I can go up these places. But first, I have to do the landslide in the mountains task. Okay. Let's actually turn that one on. Cargo container times one. And there happens to be one cargo container on the map. Okay. So that will be the next task. Go to that warehouse, which is right by the trailer store, and deliver it to here, which of course I have to deliver it probably to the other side. You have got to be kidding me. I bet there's only one drop-off spot. It has to be dropped off here. And the easiest way to get there would be to go this way, but you can't get there going this way. So you have to find a way down here to get across the river to get over here. There is a crossing there. Okay. Well, that will be the next one. But I'm not going there now. Where I'm going now is I'm going to try to go up here and get this. I'm going to try to get up there and get that. I'm going to try to go up there and get that. And I don't know where I can cross this. Probably near the rocks. Be safe. But this looks like a very treacherous road to go. So I might want to stick to this and go up that way. Yeah. So that looks like it's a nasty slope there. Side slope. But I should be able to, I hope, stay along these rocks. Get on the snow there. And this upgrade is not going to be worth anything to me, but almost certainly not. because all the vehicles I'm using are external to the map, paid DLC vehicles. Including this Mastodon, which is the only one I would really recommend. I got everything like on a tremendous sale, but the only one I would really recommend would be this one. That looks like it might be solid ice. And actually, that's how I'm going to have to go, isn't it? No, I guess I can maybe go through there, but I have a bad feeling it's going to be impassable in some way. Oh, that's definitely impassable. There's so many rocks there. Yeah, that's completely impassable. Okay. So, this way. Long way around, as there are so many things in this game. Troublesome motor. Oh, that's not the upgrade yet. That's to get the troublesome motor. Which I don't have troublesome motor on my list, right? At least, oh, it would be so nice if I had it. But I don't. Okay. And then it's the upgrade. Oh, and how do I get there exactly when both of these ways look like they're blocked? That way. Although that way also looks like it's blocked by trees. Now, it's not like I can trust the map. We'll give one of these ways a shot. It may not be the right way. I'm going to give it a shot. That looks almost certainly impassable. That looks fairly impassable. Where is the... Okay, yeah, there is a corner. I know that, yeah, by here there was this other thing that was up in the woods that was hard to get to, but I could get to it. This one looks like maybe I can get to it. Maybe I can get to it through here? No, then that's a big cliff. There are trees everywhere. There are obstructions everywhere. I do not know how I'm going to get there. But I'm going to get over there and scout it out and try to figure it out. Maybe I'll be able to get over the rocks somehow with some winches or something. Maybe I'll be able to get through the trees somehow. I don't know. There's not enough information for me to be able to tell. Okay, I'm trying to get across and then come over to the road. This is so slow going. Better off staying here because you can't get up the road there. It's just a sideways slope right there. Now, is this the road here? No, that's not quite the road. Let's get around those rocks to get to the road. And think, I'm driving the most capable vehicle in the whole of SnowRunner. Which is why I do recommend this DLC. It's the Mastodon DLC. Wouldn't necessarily recommend anything else. There are other vehicles you can get on maps that are will serve the purpose that the other vehicles I have serve. But there is no other vehicle that serves this purpose. Legendary Coach, how you doing? Nice to see you. You a big SnowRunner fan? You a big fan of listening to old men complain? I'm guessing not in either case. Well, I'm guessing not in the latter case, maybe in the former case. Are you a legendary SnowRunner coach? I would not mind a legendary SnowRunner coach. I love this game, but this map really frustrates me. It really gets my goat, as they would say in my era. It really chafes my fawn. No, that's probably wouldn't. They wouldn't say that. Chafes my something or other. Okay, now. Is the idea supposed to be to go over those rocks? Does it look like I could go over those rocks and then even come back? Maybe? Maybe, but if I get stuck, I'm in trouble. The alternative is to come around here and try to get through those trees. I will drive up to the rocks and see if it looks like there is a way to get up and over conveniently. Well, not conveniently. Nothing in this game is conveniently, but it does kind of look like you're meant to drive on the rocks. Although in this vehicle, that may be much harder than in others. Don't get off of the tree. Am I on the tree or am I on a rock? I think I'm on the tree. And I'm right back where I was before. I think this is the path. I think you're meant to go over the rocks here. Now, is there a way back over the rocks to get back is the question. Of course there are icy rocks. And this vehicle does not have ice tires. This looks like it is the way you're supposed to go. And even though this vehicle is very wide, it is very capable. Let me stop here. I've got the chance. Get rid of these markers. Okay, and somehow get through here to here. And this task is going to be to get back up here again with something, of course. Believe it or not, the vehicle that climbs rocks the best was that little Jeep Wrangler. Though in the icy rocks, it may not be the case. The little Jeep Wrangler that seems so incapable of doing anything. Yeah, that's the best rock climber. get on the rocks to the right. Ah, sorry about that. I'm trying to get the angle just right, and I end up making things even more difficult to see. What I want to do is actually get off of this rock and onto the rocks on the right, without tipping the vehicle, of course. Yes, this vehicle, if it's too narrow to get through because there's rocks on both sides, you know what you do? You drive over the rocks. That's what you do. Oh, I wish those were pumpkins. They look like they're bees. I still need like 500 pumpkins to get my my award for smashing pumpkins. In MudRunner, there were pumpkin patches. You had to smash like 50 pumpkins to get an achievement. Now it's like 5,000 pumpkins or something like that. Pretty funny. All right, troublesome motor. Look, Iceman, yesterday me and my pals were wheeling around on the ice and end up stuck in the pressure ridges. Pressure ridges? Care to pull the car free, eh? Reward is only 2,000 buckaroonies, so it's not worth a lot. Sure. Is it close to here? I see where it's supposed to be dropped off. Oh, I still got. Oh, you know, can't see that scout flatbed. So, what is this called? Troublesome motor. Oh, that's far away. No, I'm not going to go there now. I mean, I'll be back, but not right now. Right now, I got up here this way, right? I'm going to find a way to turn around and go back the way I came, which may or may not be possible. I might settle for just recovering back to the garage. Where's the garage? The garage is there. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that, he said. And that. And well, it's been nice visiting you. I'm gonna like disappear now. Bye. Yay! I am playing a normal mode game. There's no easy mode. There's no new game plus or anything. The only thing that's easy is I'm using these super OP vehicles. But also, the fact that I am... also the fact that I'm not playing hard mode. It's kind of a joke. Because so many people want to play hard mode all the time. And I am not a hard mode guy. I had this discussion just earlier. Like a half an hour ago I had this discussion. I'm an overtired guy. I have... Challenges have no appeal to me whatsoever. I have enough challenges just, you know, getting out of bed in the morning. Getting my bones working. To be young and have goals and have the experience of not meeting those goals over and over again. How I miss those days. How I miss the days of having dreams and not having a chance to ever fulfill those dreams. That's a joke, of course. I hope everyone fulfills their dreams. Depending on, you know, how realistic you set your dreams. Go for it. Of course, you should go for it. And, but Go for your dreams in such a way that you do not become devastated when it turns out that you can't meet those dreams. Find other goals. Don't pursue one goal so much that it ruins your mental health. That's my old man advice. It's not a failing to realize that, you know, maybe I should try a different goal. Maybe I have something I can do that's a little bit more realistic. Okay. Let's go. And I got full fuel too. Excuse me, sir. People get really hung up on their goals, and there's, you know, all kinds of things online, motivational speeches, whatever, most of which are BS, telling you how to set goals and achieve your goals. And what they don't ever tell you is the most important thing is acceptance. Accept that you aren't going to meet your goal. Accept that maybe you don't have the talent to do this, that, or the other, but maybe there's something else you could do instead. Accept that you know, you can strive and still have acceptance of not achieving. Anyway, that's my old man advice. It's not the worst thing in the world to accept that, you know, I'm not going to be a professional baseball player. I'm not going to be an astronaut. I'm not going to be a world-class physicist. It's okay to accept those things. You will not be less of a person because you didn't meet this goal you set for yourself. Well, so much philosophy. That's the problem with SnowRunner. It gives you a lot of time to think. And philosophize. And diatribe. Alright. Now this is an upgrade I'm going for. And that's the last thing on this side of the map. And then I do have a number of things on the other side of the map that I have to find or activate. Things like trailers I have to find. I don't think there's any more upgrades. Trailers I have to find, and tasks I have to upgrade. And if there's any tasks that I can actually do while I'm over there, great. But I have a feeling that the answer is going to be no. Trying to do tasks that are kind of on the way to the next thing, but it doesn't look like. But if you activate a task, sometimes the task is to just visit these so many places, like that last one. I didn't have to visit them all and then come back. I didn't have to start where he was and then go visit them all. I can just activate the task and then go visit those points, which is nice. But I do want that landslide in the mountain. That's going to be a priority, because then I think that will open up another good way for me to cross the river here. There are very limited places to cross the river. Some of them are much more difficult than others. Hopefully that will open up another way of crossing. I don't know if it was crossing the river. I think it was just crossing a road. But yeah, going along a road that you can get to from the river. So you can cross the river, but then you couldn't go very far on it until you unlock this road. So we'll get that done. And hopefully it'll remember when I exit the game and come back in that this is the one I wanted, landslide of the mountains. Because if the game doesn't remember, I certainly won't. Now, what's probably going to happen when I get to this spot is go ahead and recover, because it'll be much closer to where I wanted to go next. Okay, through here. And this looks like bad water, crackly, icy stuff. We'll see how bad it is. There are trees. A lot of them look like they will not be reversible. It is crackly ice. I can get through it. I'm not having to winch yet. That's the advantage of the Mastodon. Let me tell you what, brother. Stop the engine. Get the upgrade. Yay! Not available for the current truck or any truck that I have. Real monster disguised as an engine. Untamed power. Ferocious appetite. Living proof of science gone way too far. Yeah. Nope, no trucks that I have. That's supposed to be a very good truck, but all of my trucks are paid DLC. People say, why are you driving that Resvani when you could be driving the F4 whatever? Well, first of all, that F4 whatever, Ford F4 whatever, can't tow a trailer either. Can't tow a Scout trailer either. You can actually tow a big trailer. And second of all, it's not a paid DLC vehicle. And all my things are about paid DLC vehicles. Okay, so this is where I pick up the cargo container. And this is where the garage is. So the thing to do is to go to the garage, pick up the cargo container, find a sneaky way across the river, which I think is here, on this side, so I can get over here and reach it on this side of that blockage. Because this is where the blockage is, and I can't reach it along the convenient road around the river. So we want to go here, and then we want to go this way instead. And I don't know, that might be an icy road. I can't get up. I'll worry about that when the time comes. There is another crossing point up there, but I'm going to see if I can get across here. I have a feeling that it may not be a passable point, but let's see. It's worth trying. And I'm getting close to the end of this episode and also the end of the stream. So I will probably have just enough time to pick up the container. Yep, see, I can't go that way. Oh, but is this the way that's funny that I know I can get across, but I have to go down through the rocks? Can I get through here? And then from there, where? From then I have to go this way. Where am I trying to get to? All the way over there, huh? Well, heck, maybe that's the better place to get to. I think it must be. Yeah, this place I know I can get down to. This place I have no idea. And then it's up and around and through and over, and yeah, that's a mess. it is a bloody mess. Let's not go that way. But I do have to get to this side of that. So I have to cross here. I'm going to lay this all out. I'm going to fix the path to get there. Where's the way to cross over to there? Is it here? Yeah, it's here. Get me there. Okay, so it's a long path. And again, I only know this because of repetition. I might be able to get down there and go somewhere along the ice, but I don't really know that way. So I'm going to go a little bit farther out of my way. Oh, back past the garage? Really? Yeah, that I can't get to. That I know I can't cross. There's a rock there. I want to get to here. I think the only way to get to there is from here. And then, which way from here? I think that way. So I don't know if I can get down. I might be able to get down to the rocks there and across there, but maybe not. I don't know. There's nothing on the map that would help me. I just have to use my memory, which my memory isn't good, which makes the game not as relaxing as I would like it to be. That's all I'm saying. It's a horrible place. Worst map, worst region in the game. Worst region in the game so far that I've come across. I think there's worse ones, but I've watched people play, and based on watching other people play and my own attempts, I think this is the worst region in the game. There is a way to get like here and here. Then you still have to find a way over here. Maybe it's not there, maybe it's here. There's a screwy way of getting there, but it can be gotten there from there. That's from the trailer store. Okay. Well, at least I'll be able to refuel when I get to the trailer store. But getting this whole way after this without fuel could be an issue. Where am I sitting? I'm sitting there. But I'm not going to stay there. I'm going to go to the garage. So let's do that. Okay. Now I'll know what my path is going to be. Okay. So this is the way back after I pick up the goods. And then the way there is going to be the same from this section. Make sure I grab the right piece. As I said, I think once I lay these paths out, that's going to be it. I will be ending the YouTube episode here. I will also be ending the stream, but don't go anywhere if you're watching on Twitch, because I am going to be raiding someone. There's almost always someone to raid on a Sunday. So watching on YouTube, next episode, watching on Twitch. Stick around for a raid. These lines done here. I'm almost there. I might need to go to the trailer store to refuel. I'll do that on the way back. Alright, now let's see. This was the path out, right? No, that's the path in. Where's the path out? Is that the path in, or is that the path out? I think that's the path. I don't know which is the path out. One of these paths is going to stop me at the trailer store to get fuel. I don't know if that's the in path or the out path, but I'll figure it out when I get there. Anyway, pointed north. There it is. Do your screen captures now. I feel like I should do one myself. Oh wait, I crossed the bridge, but I didn't get to where I need to go. That's dumb. I screwed something up. How did I have going to the bridge and then turning back around. That's not right. Oh. How am I going through here? That's supposed to be road. I don't know how I'm getting at the bridge, but after I get to the bridge, I gotta go across here and then over to there. And I don't know if I'm gonna fall in the water going there or not. Yeah, I just laid the path there to the trailers, to the thing and back. Okay. I think I'm fine. I think this is all laid out now, the way it needs to be. And there. All right. Now take your screenshots. Somehow it's going up there, getting the materials, coming back down here across and going there. How does that all work? I don't know. We'll figure out how badly I messed it up next time. If you're watching on Twitch, again, stick around. I'll be back in just a few minutes in order to find someone to raid. If you're watching on, that was Twitch, right? If you're watching on YouTube though, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. The next episode will be the next weekday. at noon U.S. Central Time, which is 6 p.m. 1800 hours in the UK and 0600 hours the next day in New Zealand. Either way, Twitch, stick around. YouTube, I hope you have a great night, great morning, great afternoon, great evening, great whenever until I see you again. And wherever you end up going, on the road or in life, be sure to enjoy the drive. All right, Twitch, stick around. YouTube, for you, I am out of here. Bye-bye.